Morgen. And also, good morning to you, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome onto the Nürburgring. We saw that there's a yellow, unfortunate front car. That doesn't matter, but welcome back to the GR Yaris. Today, we're going to do a lap, actually 2 laps. Previously, I did a lap, had some comments or confusion with traction control, so I thought, but actually the better description with that is ESC, because traction control prevents your wheels from spinning, and ESC, electronic stability control, prevents you from spinning out. And this is what it kicks in the corners when the things that you are going to spin out. So, welcome onto the track. We're gonna put the car in track mode. We are going to keep the traction control button pressed, so the export mode disappeared, so hopefully it's fully off. Small disclaimer, it is currently 4 degrees outside, which means it's not the optimal weather conditions. We need to get some heat in those beefy 265 AR1 tires. And yeah, and even after that, there's not going to be enough optimal grip, I would say. So we're just gonna take it easy, but I want to see if it actually switches off in the corners, that it's not going to kick in, that the light is not going to be flashing. And later we will be doing, oh, I wanted to follow you. Later on we will be doing a lap in full standard mode, in the normal mode, so to say, just to show you that you don't need to drive with TC off. So now just enjoy our lap, because it's Sunday. It's one of the last Sundays when it's going to be nice weather. Next weekend it's going to be snowing. So I decided, let's take the Yaris out. Take it very easy with the traffic here in TF, learning from my mistakes with the M4 last week. But my God, such a great car. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I think we don't have any traction control issues anymore, or ESC. Yep, flat out here. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cry. It's such a pleasant car to drive, my God. Wonderful. Bit of traffic here. Dum, 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 dum. Really have to get used to those brakes. They're so much more powerful. Have to get used to the whole car. So amazing. That's an interesting choice of a vehicle for a Sunday lap. Yeah, I haven't seen the ESC button flash once, so I think we're good. But it's significantly less than the last time. So okay, you can go here because we are going to take it easy. Just a reminder, speed limit bright light, why is it there? Because it's like a safety vehicle or a tow truck can be getting in or out of the second entrance exit bright light, and you don't want to be speeding into it with 160. So yes, speed limit is there, it's officially 50, but you don't have to drive 50, just significantly slow down in case of. Out of the corners is so phenomenal with this car. Of course, 265 tires, all-wheel drive. My God, this is the best part. It's so amazing. And some people have been saying like, hey, you should give a bit of more power, tune it up to 300. No, I mean, we're doing here 200 kilometers per hour through a corner. I think it's fine. Yeah. Chugging in into Steinstrecke, go early on the gas. Amazing car, love it. Here we go. I wonder if the GT3 belongs to the same group of people or maybe even same owner as the M2 because of the same license plate, KKOT. Thank you. Yes, it's yellow. Oh yeah, they said there's going to be yellow in Flatsgarden. Too bad. That's my favorite section, especially here. Like the first video that I published of the first video of me driving the car after all the mods, going through ice curve through here, you have so much lateral grip. Like all the pictures that you see of the cars on Race Tracker are which are doing tripod if they're rear-wheel drive, because the rear wheels are pushing the front up, especially through the corner. That's, you see it here in ice curve. And that's one of my favorite sections, and especially also here with the Yaris, you can have maybe a tripod. So this means like with the three wheels coming off the, well, one wheel coming off the ground and three wheels on the ground. There is one picture of Mitch from the internet, M-Boosted Boris, going on two wheels, so I'm gonna insert it here. But now let's proceed with our lap. Such a great car. I mean, of course, as mentioned previously, I keep repeating myself, I have to get used to it because you have to get used to every car, but when you're out of the box, or can be so confident in this, and just, yeah, it's amazing. It's one of the best balanced cars that we have, I would say. The only thing that it's missing is aerodynamics, so for like really high speed corners and like wood curve, etc. But other than that, it's amazing. So I haven't seen the ESC light flash even once, so I guess we're kind of good in this regard. So we are going out for our second lap now, just to show you. As a reminder, not sure if I told you about it at the beginning. Right. Just to show you that you don't need to run with traction control off. You don't need to, like, the thing is becoming undrivable. It's not always black and white. It's just like that I want to tell you, because If I tell you like, okay, traction control ESC is intrusive, and as a beginner you're going to like switch it off completely, well, it's there to save you, but only up to a certain level, or after a certain level, because after that it becomes intrusive. Then you really need to drive without it, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to show you now that we're going to put it in normal and traction control back on. We only have the distance controller, or like the collision avoidance system is not available, because we have the Radar Motorsport wind streamer or banner in front of us. But we're going to be driving in normal mode, so 60% to torque to the front, 40 to the back. Probably very good mode for wet driving. However, wet driving could be also very good in 50-50. We have to find out soon enough. And with all the systems on, I'm just gonna comment what is happening with the car, but that you can still, yep, you can still have lots of fun with it regardless. So off we go. I'm really excited. This car, really, when I told that I would be getting i20N, which eventually I cancelled because the mystery car came instead, a lot of people have asked, why aren't you not getting GR Yaris instead? Now I would be if Apex wouldn't have it. So at this point I'm in a fortunate position to say that I don't need that car because I already have access to it. But otherwise, I would definitely, from everything what's available on the market, I would definitely buy a GR Yaris for the track. It's so good. That's cool. We can hear a bit of understeer now because it sends more torque to the front wheel. So this actually, it is actually working as it's supposed to be. Also pay attention to the dashboard, what is happening to it. So I'm going on the gas and traction control is kicking in. But it's not too intrusive. It's slowing down the power slightly, but not too bad. So it's actually, as mentioned, pretty okay. Still carrying 140 kilometers per hour here through Hotzenbach. Perfectly fine with all the systems on. But it's interesting to hear the understeer. So it is really front wheel biased now. There's a nice GT3 RS behind me that I'm going to let past. Is it coming through? Come on. Go, go, go. Enjoy yourself. So, what I want to say is that I don't really like this mode in terms of normal, because you do have a bit of understeer, significantly a lot more than you would in the track mode, but it's not too bad. But in the track mode, it's already good enough with those tires that we have on it, that you will not have any issues with grip levels. Is that Fabsan behind me? I think so. Oh no, it's his old car, I think. Share my boys on the run. Not on the run, but on a Sunday run. So we went a bit in the rev limiter there, and when the whole MisShift gate happened, so to say, a lot of people were saying like, hey, does the car not come with a like a rev limiter to avoid you doing misshifts? Well, all the cars, smaller cars, come with the rev limiter to avoid you going over the revs by just keeping compressing the accelerator. So what happened now? It just avoided me from going too fast. It cuts the ignition, and then it avoids engine being damaged from it. But the issue what happens with mechanical over rev is the same as you would have if you would be driving a bicycle. This means that suppose your brain is the ECU, your legs are the motor, and well, the bicycle itself is the same as the gearing, the gear ratios, etc. Now, when you go too fast down the hill, your brain or ECU says you cannot pedal faster because you're just gonna fall off the bike. So this is like ECU protection. When you are a couple of more traffic, it's so cool to see so many M2s with the Weber from Philip Weber wind streamers. I think Philip built like, I don't know, like 10 of those over winter, and they're now just like populating the Nürburgring. I know those are the same that we saw previously, but yeah, very cool. Very happy for him. But since we're approaching the bright side speed limit anyway, I can talk about a bit more the bicycle analogy. When you're going over F in MisShift, is that you still, if you're propelling your bike, when you're pedaling your bike, but imagine, so when you stop pedaling, your pedals stay in the same position, but your back wheel keeps spinning. Now imagine if there's an infinite connection between the pedals and the rear wheel, and the rear wheel is spinning really fast, and all of a sudden it engages your pedals because there is sudden connection with it. Now your brain is going to say like, whoa, hold up, there is ECU, there is a rev limiter, but there is mechanical connection. It cannot protect you from like not pedaling, just you're going to be launched off the bike. And this is something that I tried to explain while doing a lap on the Nürburgring, the analogy of over MisShifting, over revving, mechanical misshifts, and you pedaling a bike. I hope it kind of made sense. Let me know in the comments if you even made this far. Maybe this lap was way too boring for you. But yeah. Here also, no traction control or ESC is kicking in. I like that. Very cool. And everything else proceeds business as usual. A bit of ESC through this corner. Whoa! Through this corner. So much harder with this car. It just like, I want to kind of save material, not to be the one who's going to use all the brakes. Thumbs up to Martin. Martin! He missed me. Well, I guess we have to use thumbnail of someone else for this video. Fake taxi on the Focus. Whipperman challenge, sorry guys. Very tiny one, very tiny one. A very unnecessary one even, I would say. Guess we're gonna have yellow as carbon or Lexan, yep. Yellow lights for the Pflanzgarten incident. But so far, since we're already approaching the end of the lap, I must say I'm very positively impressed with the drivetrain, because now you can see a clear difference. And trust me, if we would put it in the sport mode, which is gonna throw 70% of the torque to the back wheels, rear wheels, and 30 to the front, you're definitely going to notice it. But I think this is definitely a mode that you want to avoid on the track, because it's simply going to be too much. It's going to make the car nervous, spin out, because even with 50-50 you can still have lots of throttle control, which means you can make the car rotate by using the throttle, or even rotate in a different way by releasing the throttle or inducing lift-off oversteer. So 50-50 track mode is actually a track mode. And sport modes, you can also drive with it on the track, no problem. You do feel the understeer. You're gonna feel the understeer a lot more on smaller size tires, and especially non-slick compound tires, not semi-slick compound tires, before people are gonna think I'm driving with slicks. Just an old good AR1. And I think they've done a tremendous job in that regard of actually making it work and not just making it a marketing gimmick. So that's a very good thing. Big thumbs up to Toyota. Still a bit questionable when it comes to expert and not expert mode, and inducing ESC or not. I kind of forgot what I wanted to do. Do I want to overtake or not? Because we're running through yellow, and it's kind of the end of the lap anyway, so it makes no sense to do anything fancy. Well, I'm going to say, yeah, too bad of the incident. I guess this is the end of the lap. I'm going to say thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, most of all these 2 laps, that you could also see the difference between, more or less, see the difference on the dashboard, what happens if you run all the same systems on. And they're still not too bad, because for example with BMW, the previous generation, the F80, if you run with traction control on, it would just like not let you accelerate out of the corner. Here it's actually not too bad at all, I would say, not too bad at all. So as mentioned, Toyota did a very good job, and if you want to drive significantly faster, put it in track mode and switch off, or put it in expert mode, so to say. And if you want to drive it really fast on big fat slicks, then you should switch off the ESC completely and put it in track mode. So so far the manual, but great car in any shape or form. In terms of whichever mode you use, you're gonna have lots of fun. The car is gonna keep you safe, and I'm excited to hear all of your opinion, guys. So for now, thanks for watching, and see you in one of the upcoming videos on the channel on the Nürburgring. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, you know that, and optionally become a member of the channel for early access video. So see you next. Bye bye.